tell us a little bit why the drought is bothering you. Because now that sounds weird that Abraham's trying to get her to talk about the drought when we know she wants the rain. But the reason is because it helps you to focus. And we want all of you to begin to feel the not wrongness, but rightness. We want you to feel how contrast can help you to focus into what you want. Words don't teach. You have to feel the deprivation of something before you can feel the relief of stepping into the more comfortable place. So talk to us a little bit about the drought of abundance.
I've been trying to manifest a house. And I know I've heard you say...
Are you homeless, just going from...
No.
Just going from ship to ship?
No. That would be nice.
That wouldn't be a bad life, would it?
No, I don't own my own home. So I was...
Well, that isn't what we ask. You don't... But are other people trying to get in it and live there with you?
No.
Is your landlord saying, move over? I'm bringing my kids and my dogs and I'm moving in with you in my house. Is there anything like that happening?
No.
So you have a house.
Yeah.
You have a house. So you have a house. We're not trying to be snarky about this, but it's going to sound that way. What difference does it make who holds the title when you get to live there? You like maintenance?
I just want my own space.
Why?
To do what I want to do when I want to do it. My own
So is your
home.
Landlord not allowing that?
Yeah.
What are you not allowed to do?
Just make different choices.
You're just making stuff up. What is it that you are not? What is it that you are not allowed to do? Really? Is there a curfew?
No.
Are you not allowed guests? Are you allowed to bring food home?
Yes.
What is this need to own? What is that? Tell us a little bit more. We're not mocking you. We get it. A lot of people feel this way. We just want to help you to figure out what it is that makes that matter.
Oh, just to...
I've always felt this way. I'm uncomfortable in this feeling, but because it's the way I've always felt, I feel I should continue to feel this way. I should continue to feel uncomfortable if I do not own.
No. I've let that go and tried to not focus on that.
But can you sort of feel what we're getting at here? So what is it? What is it that you are pointing at? Because you're saying I want to own, but what we want to you see, if you can find easy existing matches where you are, then what you point at comes about easily. But if you're not acknowledging what you are matching to while you're pointing over there, then you keep being in the way of yourself and you don't know why. So these questions are to help you kind of unclutter this. And we want you to realize that, have you ever owned your own home?
No.
And so you have these ideas of what it's like, but walking to a house is the same whether you own it or not. And the cleaning the toilet is too. And so much of it is exactly the same as what you're living. Yeah. So what is it? Is there some authority figure that's between you and a good feeling that you're balking at?
Yeah.
Somebody that gets to boss you around because this is my house,
yeah,
and you better do what I want in my house.
Yeah, that's it.
And so if it were your house, would you punch holes in walls?
No.
If it were your house, would you paint it weird colors?
No, I'd choose different options.
Have you asked?
Yes.
And what do they say?
No.
And what color did you ask for?
Nothing strange. Just to make
we're just
choices
just wanting to make sure that you're not exaggerating your lack of choice in order to justify asking for something. And we want you to know you don't have to explain nothing to nobody. In other words, if you want to own your own home, that's just perfectly fine. Esther would like to get rid of everything that she owns. Not really. not really, but there's responsibility and that sort of thing. So we're just asking, what is it that's stuck in there? Because most of it is not, there isn't anything there. Most of it. Give us two things that happen because you don't own that really get your goat.
The person I live with is very cluttered. Won't throw anything out.
Well, are you going to take that person with you?
No. That's why I want my own home.
Oh, you want to move away from that person? So this isn't about the landlord.
No.
This is about separating yourself from something that you don't like.
Yeah.
And you have to own it?
Well, it would be nice.
So
I just want to have a house where I can do and choose to do.
Can you feel that as we have this conversation that can you feel and can you all feel that what is wanted and what is being offered as you step into the field of attraction are two different things? In other words, so there are things that you want that are different from what you've got, and that's what's dominant. And so now we've stirred that up and poked at it and aggravated it, and now it's active so you can feel it. Now let's step into the shade. Now let's soothe it. Now let's change the point of attraction by talking about it. And so talk to us about the ease. You want to live by yourself?
Oh, my son as well.
So you just want away from the clutter bug.
Yeah.
Talk to us about what that's like.
The house would be clean. You could have people over. You could choose to decorate how you like.
So you want a clear space. This is interesting. You're looking for what we're talking about all day, every day.
Yeah.
You're looking for a clear space where you can do new, satisfying things. Isn't that interesting? You're just looking for a clear space.
Yeah.
So this is hard to hear, but you've got to find a way to do satisfying place. You've got to find a way to do satisfying things in the cluttered space before you can have a clear space to do satisfying things, because you can't get to one from the other. In other words, when what is intense enough that you're reacting to it and reacting to it and reacting to it, then you're presenting a point of attraction you're presenting a bag of marbles to the field of attraction that is contrary to what you want. That is just confounding, isn't it? It just seems like when something sucks that you ought to be able to just say, I want something that doesn't suck, and that the universe should just know what that is and give it to you. But that's not how the law of attraction works. If you feel like something sucks, that's all the universe can give to you, because sucking is your point of attraction. Suck, 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 suck.
So
what are you going to do about that?
Well, I meditate and I try to look for the positive aspects. And I...
What could you do that is more than that? Because you've been doing that and you're still in that place with that stuff that you don't want. So something has to change, because you keep presenting yourself and presenting yourself and presenting yourself, and there you are, and there you are, and there you are. And we know you could come up with a lot of reasons that you haven't moved on, but all of that is irrelevant, because when you find that clear space, the law of attraction will deliver to you the mechanisms to get you there. Have we told you that before?
Yeah.
When you find the clear space, the law of attraction will deliver to you a very logical path to get to, and not a path to just get you there speedily because that's what you want, but that can happen, but a path that is fun on your way to there. In other words, does this cluttered person occupy every square foot of the place?
Pretty much.
So there's no place, you have a drawer?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, we really want to know this. Is your drawer cluttered? It is, isn't it? That's a messy drawer that we're talking about here.
Only one.
So You get what we're talking about. In other words, you just find something that make a decision and line up with it. Make a decision and line up with it. It's like priming the pump. It's like you're talking against yourself, and we don't blame you because you're talking against yourself because you're trying to tell it like it is, but you're pointedly telling the parts of it like it is, and there are parts of it that aren't like that you could begin telling that would give you a little advantage and a little another advantage and a little another advantage. There's a process in the Ask and It Is Given book that is so powerful. It's called Clearing Clutter for Clarity, and it says go buy a bunch of boxes and number them, and then walk into a room. Don't move somebody else's stuff, but plenty of it is yours. And go into your space that you consider that is your space. Is there a space in that house that is your space? Yeah. And ask yourself, what here is helpful to me? Leave it. And anything that isn't, put it in a box and make a note of what box you put it in. Box 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. In a couple of hours, you can clear a whole room of stuff that doesn't matter to you. Line it all up on the corner or on a wall or somewhere where it's sort of out of the way, and feel the clarity of having stepped into that shade. And that shifts the way you feel about that. If you would just do that one thing, show yourself that you have the power to give yourself a feeling of clarity rather than clutter, whether anybody else does anything or not. And once you show yourself that, you've shifted your point of attraction, and then the next idea will come, and the next one will come, and the next one will come. And before you know it, you won't be in that clutter anymore, in any of that kind of clutter. There's more clutter in that experience than just the clutter, isn't there? Is that helpful? Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Banker's boxes work really well because you can get them at the office supply, and they're all the same size, and you can make a wall of them that you hardly notice. And the nice thing about this process is you're not throwing things away. That's what makes people hoard things. They think that someday they might need it, and they don't want to feel that and it feels like assets to them. It feels like ownership of something. In other words, I don't own my own house, but I own my own crap.
I actually do the box clearing thing.
How many boxes do you have? You need a lot more.
I actually throw things out, and my mother retrieves them. So anyway, it's all right.
Well, if you feel trapped by your mother or by anyone, we're here to tell you that's not what's trapping you. You're trapped by your marbles that are a result of what you've been observing, and you don't have to be. So the question is, can I feel different than my surroundings imply? And the answer is yes, but you've got to make a decision to do that. But when you say, well, I need to do this and this and this before I can feel better, you're stuck there forever. You got to find a way to feel better right where you are before the doors open for this and this and this. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. And most people are living a very conditional life experience. This makes me feel this way, and if that would change, I would feel better. Well, we know you would, but it can't change until you change the way you feel. And it surprisingly does not take very much to change the way you feel. Make a decision and line up with it. Make a decision and line up with it. And you will be surprised at how good it feels to just make a small decision and line up with it. Make a small decision and line up with it.